There she is.
Banger alert.
It's the best start. Uh-oh, we lost our host. Uh-oh, refill time.
Banger alert.
What's up, y'all?
Yo.
Oh, shit.
All right, beers and bets. Week 13 preview. We just reached halftime, actually.
Yep.
Cowboys and Saints, Thursday night football.
Good.
Still a one-score game. Close for now.
Fest.
Cowboys are kind of trending down.
Yeah.
No, like they've kind of looked bad for a few weeks. It is partially due to injuries at wide receiver, but
I don't trust their kicker either, man. Zerline's hit or miss, man.
You don't like young Jeezy?
Nah, dude. I liked him when he was here, but the more he's getting older, he's missing more and more, man. And I don't know. He just looks, but he can still boom it from long. It's when he's in like 20 to 30, 40 range. It's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
He doesn't hit the fairways.
That Dallas defense is just going to get better, though. I mean, this is DeMarcus Lawrence's first game back. When he's right, he is a game changer. Yeah. And when you add that with some of the past, like Micah Parsons, who's been doing well, it's just
he's playing good so far tonight too, dude. And he was down
every week. Every week, Micah Parsons is flying around making.
Since they moved him more like to the line, when they try to make him the inside backer, he was kind of out of place.
Yeah.
The more they've used him as a pass rusher, it's like he is tackles for loss, sacks. It's like everything every game. It's
just like the Cowboy. Like you were saying Super Bowl, and I was even like, what the fuck are you talking about early on? And now it's like they're doing the Cowboy thing where they're like,
it finally did happen.
They did.
Yeah, right, man. Yeah, losing to the Raiders, like, dude. I mean, I don't get it. So they're doing their Cowboy little dip, man.
Yeah,
so that's funny.
Well, First Take and Stephen A. and all them, they needed something to talk about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
Wrong,
yeah,
so.
Right. Or they would have kept sucking their fucking dick.
Tonight. So there is no, or OC.
I don't know how much of a loss McCarthy is.
Yeah, no. They got Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn isn't a good guy.
More around though.
He's there. He's there.
Okay,
they showed him earlier.
Then they're fine. Yeah,
and they have Dan Quinn, who's the dude that blew for the Falcons in the Super Bowl that game. So I mean, you kind of got two guys that I don't know why you'd put them both in a coaching room together, but hey, Jared Jones. Well, we've decided that together the luck has to run their way eventually.
It's better than Jason Garrett.
It has to. Yeah. Well, he could be there too. It'd be a bunch of coordinator face room.
Yeah. Dan Quinn kind of looks like he could be like Bill Burr's uncle or something.
Yeah, the bald head. Yeah.
Like older uncle.
A way older brother.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's just nowhere near. Yeah, he sucks though. Like he blows the games. Yeah, I don't know, man.
All right. Well, while we're at halftime, let's make some picks. Let's do picks for the week. Let's start it off with like my number one on my list games I want to watch this weekend is Chargers at Bengals. Chargers are 3-point favorites at home. Over under is 50.5. Brad, Joe Burrow versus Justin Herbert. Who are you going with here? It's got to be Burrow for you, right? Everything I've heard about you it's got to be Burrow.
Listen, I don't hate Herbert. I think he's probably a better quarterback than Burrow at this point, but that team is not better. I mean, the Chargers, they can't beat solid since the bye. The only two teams they beat are Pittsburgh and Philly, who are literal clusterfucks. I mean, Denver's beat them, Minnesota beat them, New England beat them, Baltimore beat them, Dallas beat them. They're fun to watch. They're exciting
Denver
at times.
Yeah.
But it's one of those where it's like,
damn right we did. We whooped their fucking ass.
Yeah, where the Chargers have the ability to kind of stop the pass game, but then it's like you're playing in the Bengals' hands and they'll just keep feeding it to Mixon. So if you dare them to stop Mixon, then you got to deal with Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd. So I like the line where it's at. I'd take that now before gets
you
worse.
think that could grow by Sunday morning?
I do.
Okay. Yep. I hear your points. I don't really have a disagreement because right now the Bengals are just better. Jimmy, where do you stand on this?
It is
matchup?
the NFL.
You
though,
like a side?
so.
I think the Bengals. I like the over too. I think it could maybe be a high scoring game, but just because like the teams don't know each other that well, and like the way the Bengals played the Browns could kind of go the same way, and the Bengals have more options too. So it's like, I think it'll be in. Yeah, I think the Browns win by 3 though.
Okay.
So I'm not going to parlay it. I'll just take Browns -3. But I could see it
Bengals
going a lot.
-3. I know.
Bengals
AFC North.
Yeah.
2 B.
This is a halftime podcast. This is a halftime podcast, man.
It's all right. I'm taking the over, and it's just because I like both of these young quarterbacks so much. Like these are my 2 dudes.
Yeah.
For the next 10 years, I think that could be the best.
Yeah.
So
no more Mahomes.
I'm just going with the over. I'm done like trying to pick the Chargers every week just because I like them and they have really cool uniforms. I gotta quit them a little bit.
And in Cincinnati too, dude, they could just pound the rock.
Yeah, the Bengals just pounded. Who did the Bengals
pounded a lot of teams this year, man? I mean, they've done it too.
Yeah, but last week, who was it that they just freaking?
Well, it's just ever since the Bengals whooped on the Ravens, their safeties, like it's Bell and I can't even think the other guy's name, but they are game changers. Like they can shut down your tight end and your slot receiver. Like they're so multiple. I think it really creates problems that teams don't account for.
Yeah, it was the Steelers last week. The Bengals just obliterated the Steelers. Yeah. That's what it was.
It's probably why we can't remember because it was like that game was a blowout. Nobody would have fucking
didn't see a lot of it.
Dude. Yep. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It was only worth watching for the first half.
Yeah.
But it is a big game for the AFC playoff kind of race, though.
Dude. 2 teams that are right there. I'm glad the matchups we're getting.
Yeah, that's my game of the week. And actually, the Bucs and Falcons also play at 1. We'll actually go to that game next. But with the Bucs being on and it being Herbert versus Burrow, I might need to just skip red zone for the noon games and have those 2 games and get everything on those 2 games.
Yeah, I get you. I ain't doing it.
All right, moving along.
Fuck no, I'm not doing that.
The Bucs are -11 on the road against the Falcons. Huge spread for a road division game. Over-unders at 50.5. I say the Bucs cover. I say this is kind of the week the Bucs just put their foot on the throat of like a inferior team, get a convincing win. This one, let's say a 28-3 final. That's a good score against the Falcons. So let's go with that. Jimmy, what do you got for this?
No.
Oh, he's backing Matt Ryan.
Atlanta stays within 11, man. They stay within 11. They do.
Okay.
I can't. That's way too high for a divisional game, man. Just a few weeks ago, we thought the Titans would blow out the Texans, and the Titans cost me in my survivor pool, man. These division games late in the year, once teams are playing, I don't know, man. I don't think 11 points for a divisional game to me on the road is a little too much. It's a little too high for me. So I'll take the 11 with Atlanta. I think NFL game, dude, staying within 11 isn't crazy. There's a spread later, I think, that I take a 13 pick. But I would take the I'll take the 11.
You're taking I floated the Tampa in the 11.
Here comes the under.
But I'll tell you why though. Because Tampa's already they're 4-0 against the spread.
I'll tell you why.
When they're favored by 11 or more, they're 4-0 this year.
Oh, it's a good stat. Yeah.
But the only thing is Atlanta is so fucking pathetic. Ryan hasn't thrown for over 200 yards in the last 3 games.
That's not good.
Cordero Patterson, he had 102 touchdowns, but that's not going to be an option against Tampa.
Is he banged up again, or is he healthy?
No, he's fine, but it's just with no Ridley.
I got you. I just thought he might have gotten banged up.
It's just with no Calvin Ridley, I feel bad for Pitts. It's, coming in, you're the main guy on an offense. But I'm taking the under because I think Tampa will cover the 11 too, but I'm more confident in the under.
In the under. Okay, under 50.5.
50.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
wonder what your record is on unders this year in this bullshit.
I can track it. In the off season, maybe we'll do a review of unders.
You're tracking?
I'm
tracking.
I'm in there.
There's a reason my unders are hitting because my point is look every week the unders drop. Because even what should be a
you're
blowout.
Right. Yeah, I got it. Well, dude, that's because the weather gets worse. That's obvious. Yeah, man. Weather gets worse. So
but that's not always the case.
No, but that definitely helps,
especially in Atlanta.
That helps it though. I'm saying that helps it. You look at some of these
in the dome. You know what I mean? But earlier in the year, that would have been like 56.5, probably.
Yeah, I wonder what it was last time
they started so crazy early.
Teams figure each other out, man. Yeah.
Well, and so does Vegas. Yeah, that's all my point was.
Okay. How about this next one? Giants at Dolphins. Dolphins are 4-point favorites at home. Dolphins have won the last 4. It might be even 5 now.
4 in a row.
Yeah, 4 in a row.
I like the Dolphins a lot right now, man.
Well, I'm on board with Dolphins -4.
Yeah.
Jimmy, you got the same Dolphins -4, Brad?
So we can probably plow through this one.
I'm just taking the over 40.5.
Over 40, just so low, you got it.
Yeah, that's a good bet there, though.
Yeah.
Miami's won by 7, at least 7 their last 4 games. So I can't hate on the -4 bet either. I just want to take something different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they are. Miami's playing. I like their coach a lot, man. He was looking sketchy early on, and
they've been.
Because I was disappointed in him, dude. I like Flores up in New England. I've watched some documentary shit on their team, then the Do Your Job documentaries they did.
Yep.
A lot of them were based on that interception that they got with Malcolm Butler, but he was one of the linebackers coaches during that. And he was just a cool guy, man. He just just seemed like a real cool coach. So when he went down there, when they started off this year, this bad, I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like he's going to end up back up in New England, just like Patricia did.
Yeah.
So.
It has been a surprise because last year they overachieved.
Dude,
and then this year they just had such a shit start that
man.
it's been.
And you shoot yourself in the foot at that point.
They win the first game and then lose the next 6.
Yeah, they beat the Patriots week 1, so everything was all good. And then I think they probably lost 5 of the
wheels
6.
fell off.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
When I was at that Baltimore game, it was crazy how much people hated Brissett. Because in my mind, I was like, Jacoby Brissett's an average. He's average. And people were just crazy for Tua. And I'm like, fucking Tua's nothing special. And I'm
dude. Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Because he's playing fucking good now.
But the last couple weeks is the first time we've seen like a good Tua. Like he really hasn't been good until these last.
It might be the first time we've seen a healthy.
It's a healthy Tua, but that doesn't mean it's going to last either. So it's like, but if you're healthy and you got Gaskin back there running it good, you got Gesicki as a tight end, and then you have Waddle playing the way he's playing.
And
Devontae's coming back.
This week.
Exactly, man. That's a formula for a good team. And then you got Flores running your defense. So they could be one of those teams in a few weeks that are like fighting to get in a playoff.
I agree because that defense is 2 touchdowns in the last 3 games.
Right, man. They're
on. Yeah.
And I don't see that win streak stopping against the Giants.
The Giants
at home.
Well, especially have you heard for sure early in the week there was talk
Jones is questionable.
That it would be Mike Glennon.
Oh, I know. I'm very familiar.
It's a lot of
the long neck dinosaur, Mike Glennon. Yeah.
I hope that's one of our thumbnails. One of those.
We need a guy with a lot of neck.
If you hear Mike Glennon is starting, bet the Dolphins. Would be my advice.
Hammer it.
Yeah.
All right.
That poor guy.
Let's move on to. I can't remember if this is noon or 3:00 game, but Washington football team at the Raiders. Raiders are 1.5-point favorites in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Over under 49.5. Jimmy, you start us off here. Raiders kind of need to win to stay in it. You like the Redskins?
Washington. I'll take the points with it. Yeah.
Yep.
They that Heineke, man, he's not great, but he's good. And I just think the Raiders are trending down. And it's not even their fault. I think he's a decent quarterback. He's good quarterback. Like he's just put in a shitty spot right now. And then Waller gets hurt too, man. The running backs have been in and out. It's like, man, you dealing with a lot of bullshit. So I think Washington's going in a better direction. And Gibson starting to run the ball pretty good for them. You know what I mean? So they're playing solid, man. So I like them with the points.
Okay, that makes me even feel better about my pick. I like the Raiders -1.5.
Yeah.
The Raiders are a little bit more still in the mix of the playoff race, where Washington football team, really, if Washington football team loses one more game, their playoff hopes are kind of shot. So I like the Raiders at home.
More in the mix, though, or does that make every game that Washington's playing more important, man? Because sometimes that's what you need to have that.
I feel like Las Vegas has more hope left in the tank. And
I feel like hope there has been just diminished the way that they fell apart, dude. They've lost. They've really.
They just got a big win against Dallas on Thanksgiving, man.
I get that, but Dallas has only beaten the Saints.
Well, let's put it this way: what happens if Dallas loses tonight?
Yeah, they're barely in the division. Would be tight then.
Yeah, they're
in striking distance. Then it's just with how weak the NFC is.
Yeah,
it's frustrating. But you look at Washington. They've beat your Bucs, then at Carolina, and then they beat the Seahawks, which it wasn't impressive, but
still beat them. Yeah,
a win's a win. I'm taking the under the 49.5 in this one.
Of course.
He brings up
what did you have all the opinions about? You
there's like 3 points exactly.
You guys get all fired up on the under. You don't let me finish. But Heineke's only had one pick in the last 3 games. I think that's a big difference there. They're also getting their best offensive tackle, Eric Flowers, back. Logan Thomas, their big 6'7" tight end. He's their right tackle.
Flowers.
Eric Flowers.
Hasn't he been known as being like really bad?
Yes,
with the Giants
as a left tackle. Yes.
Okay.
And then they put him next to Sheriff, and he was quite good. Yeah. Sheriff's now hurt, but he's actually a positive.
I look forward to watching Max Crosby just kick his ass.
You think Crosby and Ngakoue are that impressive?
Yeah, I do actually.
I think they're going to pound the rock on them.
The rest of that defense is underwhelming, and the defensive line is the strong suit. Is what I see when I watch the Raiders. When they're getting pressure on the quarterback, that's their only chance.
I love the under because I think it's Washington's going to want to shove it down their throat.
Yeah, they're going to pound the rock on them.
And the Raiders don't have the talent to go deep with anything right now.
No.
You have Deshaun Jackson, but with no Waller, he's doubtful. We know doubtful means at this point in the week. He's not playing.
And even if he does,
I still got him in my fantasy lineup now.
You better get him out.
Well, that's because you have Darren Waller, and there's
the leading receiver for the Raiders is Hunter Renfrow. So that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, that does. That's a bad.
I
like Renfrow a lot. But,
I like him too. I love him on my PPR team.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm on the opposite side of you guys there. Brad, let's go to your team. The Ravens are 4.5-point favorites in Pittsburgh. Over under a 44. Brad, start us off. It's your team, the Ravens.
Yeah.
Take it away.
I'm taking the Ravens. They've actually covered more often than not that 4.5. And the Steelers just can't stop the run. Last week, 165 to Mixon. The week before, they gave up 90 to Herbert. If they give up 90 to Herbert, what's Lamar going to get?
Yeah, that's nice.
And the week before, they gave up 130 to Swift. The Ravens are finally healthy. They got their blocking tight end back. It's just everything's. It seems like obviously a juicy matchup for both sides. Like Pittsburgh needs this really bad. Baltimore also loves the chance that you could literally end their season
and knock
with
them
this
out,
game.
Yeah, end their season and maybe end a career and
Ben's career.
Maybe Tomlin. You never know, man. That could be a blowout punch because I like them -4.5 too.
Okay,
and just because I don't think
2 in a row that I'm on the opposite side.
Yeah, I just can't see it. Even though, like Brad said, they need it. The Pittsburgh needs it, but they've needed it for a few games now, and they haven't gotten it.
Yeah.
So
this is one it's a Mike Tomlin gut pick for me.
Yeah, I mean, I get that.
I can't really
Do you
base
think
my
they
pick
win,
on,
or do you think they cover?
well, I'll spoil it. The Steelers are my dog of the week to win. They're my underdog of the week to win. We'll get to those picks a little bit later too, but I'll spoil it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't even tell you from what I've seen. I can back up what I've seen with what's going to happen. But I just have this is just a Mike Tomlin feeling game. Steelers pull
at home
the hat out of the bag and just find a way to win a game. Yep. Don't even have
I think an embarrassed Lamar is bad news for Pittsburgh. I think he's going to come in fired up.
Yeah, coming off a shit game that they somehow snuck out of.
That's been their whole year.
He goes, I looked like a high school quarterback.
Yeah.
He goes, I looked like a high school
quarterback. Their whole year they've done that. And that's, dude, we talked about that early on, how
flying.
They're getting fucking
Christ.
Hey, he lost some pounds, man. You know, that's on purpose.
How far did he go, you motherfuckers?
I don't know, 30, 35 yards probably.
I don't know. Matt's ahead
on
of
a run play.
All right.
Yep.
Dickhead.
Gosh damn it.
I don't know. Yeah, I really do think the Ravens will handle them.
Yep, I think so too. I think
you guys both got the Ravens to cover. I got the Steelers plus 4.5 for this.
What do you feel?
I'll take the Steelers money line as my dog of the week later. But this is 2 in a row that you guys both went one way and I'm leaning the other. So this could be a big swing week for me where I just kind of wrap up the number 1 seed in one Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to see.
All right.
It's going to rain.
All right. We got a couple left here. The first of the 2 is 49ers at Seahawks. This is a tough one for me. 49ers are minus 3.5 in Seattle, which is also a strange line, I think, especially with Fred Warner being ruled out for the 49ers. Probably the best player on the team, at least in my opinion, and he won't be playing on Sunday. So, Jimmy, you're kind of a Seahawks guy. Can you get behind him one more week?
Oh, yeah. I got him plus 3.5, man. Oh, yeah, dude.
Okay.
I think it'll be an ugly game. You know what I'm saying? And I think it'll be a Russell Wilson game. I think this weekend he has a good afternoon for once. I think it kind of turns around. He was back, but he didn't look great the other night. And with DK only having like 1 catch for however many yards it was, dude.
Yeah, not good.
They just didn't look good. Yeah. So I think I'm just hoping, but I'll go Seahawks plus 3.5 on that one.
Okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't be shocked if the Niners won their ass. It just is Debo out. Debo's out.
Most likely. Everything I've heard, Debo might not even play the week after this. You know?
That's where that pick came from originally. I heard, I was like, man, well, he's kind of been there.
He is the core of the offense, really.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Without him, they're not. Yeah, so I don't know what they have without him. Kittle's been playing good, but every time I see him out there, he's blocking for fucking
use check.
So our boy. Yeah.
All right. So you like Seahawks plus 3.5, Jimmy. I like the over 45.5. And my reasoning is no Fred Warner on the Niners defense. Russell Wilson has got to be a little bit better at some
Warner
point.
Thing. From what I'm reading.
Really?
Yeah. From Kyle Shanahan and D'Amico Ryans, the DC. Kittle saying don't rule them out. Everybody
never trust the Shanahan. Never trust those motherfuckers.
That's fair, man.
You never want their fantasy running backs. You want nothing to do with those guys.
Yeah?
Actually,
you wouldn't like Elijah Mitchell right now.
Actually, though,
well, see how far that gets you.
No. Actually, though, Matt, he might have a point to that because never trust a Shanahan when you want him to win you the game. But when it comes to a player's health or winning the game, remember what he did to fucking RG3 in that playoff game when he's hobbling around on one knee and Shanahan's letting him play, ripping his entire knee apart against the Seahawks, man? That was a game that I said I was going to answer the RG3, right? Mm-hmm. On our trivia the other night. But, dude, I trust Shanahan when it comes to a player's health. So maybe he will throw him out there to fuck up his whole career. I mean, that'd be a fucked up move, but.
Yeah. Well, I'm staying away from picking a side. I like the 49ers. I think they're a better team. But Brad, I did hear it was no Fred Warner this weekend. So I'm curious what different stuff we've been seeing.
This is from just
Yeah.
a couple hours ago.
Could it have been Kurt?
I bet you it's
No.
smoke screen. I bet you Fred Warner's out. I told you Dak wasn't going to play weeks ago, and you were like, "Oh, Dak's playing, no problem." So
Which week was that?
I don't know. Week 5.
We'll see. I'll take the Niners still, because as we saw last week, even the backup inside backer, he made a hell of a play on that one pick that he had. I'm taking the 3.5. Seattle's inept. They have no run game. They don't take advantage of their receivers. Elijah Mitchell alone, and Garoppolo's not turning the ball over. So if they're not turning the ball over, Seattle's just a wreck. They
are.
They don't
They
know.
are.
I have
mean,
been really down
they're
on
signing
them.
AP to their practice squad. Like they are
Jeez.
just a complete fucking train
Pete
wreck.
Carroll
at
has
this
never
point.
drafted a running back. Never.
Right. It's just Alex.
Well, they
Collins
drafted
isn't good.
Rashad Penny in the first
Yeah.
fucking round, and he has
Yeah.
done nothing in
He's
his
done
first
That's what I
nothing.
mean.
3 years.
No, I'm
I just-
saying like one that's
Yeah.
worked out. Yeah, Chris
Right.
Carson.
The Niners to me
hurt.
just seem like a cohesive like team that has a chance to squeak in the
Yeah.
playoffs.
Yeah, you're
and-
right.
and-
The
and I think
Niners, I could still see making the playoffs, and it would not surprise me because
they've come on.
they have
and
enough. They
Yeah,
do
I
have
didn't.
enough.
They've surprised me more than I definitely thought. They've gotten. They're a better team
Yeah.
than what they were playing like dog
3.5.
shit
I
for a
would
few
much
years
rather
there.
like to see 2.5. I'm not gonna lie, but I'll take the 3.5.
Yeah. Okay. You got Niners minus 3.5.
Yeah.
All right. Last game, Sunday Night Football, Jimmy. The Broncos are coming to Kansas
Oh
City.
yeah, baby! I can't
Oh,
wait.
the
Hey, we
Chiefs.
need to thank the NFL for once they were smart.
They
and
flexed it, dude.
Yeah. The early
man.
season
Yeah.
flex, and it's actually a good
They know what the
game.
people want to see,
Yeah.
dude. They know what the
Exactly,
people
but
want to
So-
take
fucking
the
see,
Niners,
man.
Seahawks out, put the Broncos, Chiefs.
Yeah, I
in.
mean, and they could
Yeah.
have had Ravens, fucking Steelers, but they know.
Well,
what's
they
up,
already
dude.
flexed that for
Nah,
like week 15.
nah. That's
So-
there's a.
So,
I talked with Goodell. He was like, "Dude, we want that Broncos game."
I'm
and,
tracking. I'm tracking.
Yeah. I've been working
so
out.
Jimmy, the Chiefs are favored by 9.5. That's
much.
too much, isn't
Way
it?
too much.
Yeah.
Broncos plus 9.5, man. Yep.
That's your
And
pick.
The over under
Surprise.
is really low too. The over under is 47, and that's pretty fucking low. I'm not parlaying it because every time I parlay the Broncos in the over, they lose, they win, but they don't hit the over. So done with that. But yeah, I'll take the fucking the Broncos plus 9.5.
Okay.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna win. I think
Yeah.
we might win this.
Brad,
one,
do you make your pick? I'm actually checking the weather for Sunday just to
Yeah, you're
see
fine.
if there's
I
any
actually,
weather
because
impact.
I was kind of chuckling as Jimmy saying the under over is high. I'm actually taking the under of 47.5.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay, but at least I have a reason for it. KC has covered the over in one of their last 5 games. Denver has covered the over
Yeah.
in none of their last 5 games. Denver is a top 5 pass defense. They're getting Kareem Jackson, their kind of veteran safety. He's
Dude.
the leading tackler on their team.
I know
even though
who
he missed
Kareem
3
Jackson
games.
is. We got him from the.
It's
fucking
just the Chiefs are going for 12 straight wins. I think it's a good time for the Broncos to change that up, and I
Yeah.
think it's going to be just a ugly game.
Yeah.
12
the
straight
Chiefs- the-
wins
the
at
Chief-
Arrowhead or what?
12
I got
straight.
the over. The
12
weather
I
is
think
good.
over.
Weather is good. I like the over
Yeah.
for this Sunday night football game.
Even the
the
Chiefs defense has improved lately.
Chiefs defense has, but the Broncos are the kind of built on offense to beat a defense like the Chiefs. They can physically dominate them. They did it to the
I like
Chargers
this shit. Yeah.
just a week
Damn
ago.
right.
Uh,
Damn right.
So I like the Broncos to keep it close, but even more than that, I like the over 47.
Right.
The Chiefs offense, by all the numbers I look at, are the best in the league, aside from the 20 something turnovers they've had. So they stopped turning the ball over. That's still the best offense in the league. Best of luck to your Broncos. I just like a lot of points to be scored in
Yeah,
this game.
I think we stay within
you know,
9, so
We'll
I think
see.
that's a little high. But we
think
haven't
it's
beat
a-
Mahomes yet
Nah.
since he's been there.
The
so-
Chiefs
Yeah.
have tried to run the ball more lately. Their defense is better. I don't think they've kind of got away from their shootout
Yeah.
ways.
The Chiefs have won 11 straight against Denver. So you could call it a rivalry, but It's hard to.
I
at
think
this
if I
point.
read it right, Andy Reid coach teams are like 12 of 14 against Denver in his career.
Yeah. I think he can't. Yeah, he might have been there when Vic was there. When he took over for Cobb that year, and they might have played. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're including like Philly years.
Yeah,
too, just
Andy
in
Reid's
his
stats
coaching
in
career.
general, though. I'll take the
cheeseburger Eddie.
latter. Yeah. Thank you, but no, thank you.
Yep.
That's a losing coach right
All
there.
So those are our picks for the week. Let's take a quick break and we'll get back with some of the fun stuff, the locks of the week, dogs of the week,
No.
fantasy talk,
Locks.
first red zone touchdown, which we got to hit before the season ends. It's a tough one to fucking hit. Man.
It is, man. It's fun, though.
We're going to hit it, though.
All right.
We got it this week.
Quick break and we'll be right back with y'all.
Yeah.
Sounds good.